Hey guys, Matt here. Welcome to this week's portfolio update. I like to show my portfolio once a week, somewhere around then, as I believe that sets me apart from other stock YouTubers out there and that I show my receipts. And yeah, I am getting absolutely decimated, just like almost everyone else. Almost everyone who's not into energy stocks and oil ETFs and all that stuff. Yeah, I'm getting destroyed. You saw my portfolio update last week, in which, yeah, I finally dipped into the red. Well, now I'm even further into the red. I am sitting at $63,915.71. I am down 1.18% overall. And yeah, like I said, I'm getting destroyed. Now, we will be talking about Gevo later on in the video, but let's go through some of the others. We got ARK hitting multi-year low by the day. Yeah, worse and worse. I mean, everything's trading down. Everything's awful. Gevo is trading back in the $3 range. I wouldn't be surprised. Now, spoiler alert, I wouldn't be surprised if it drops back into the twos in the short term. We got Intel on its way back down. Palantir trading not just below 10s, but well below 10s now. So yeah, that's exciting to see. AT&T is, I mean, the thing with AT&T is really weird with this stock is that whenever, like, I've seen this happen before. Whenever the market as a whole is crashing down, AT&T seems to be trading up. And I don't know why that is, but that keeps happening. Same with Verizon. We got Tesla on its way down, Tapestry on its way down. Like, yeah, everything's terrible. I mean, that is no surprise to anyone. Now, real quick before I go into Gevo, let me show you the moves I made this week. As I stated in my last video, I've been focusing on certain stocks. I bought some Intel, I bought some FedEx, I bought some Palantir, and next week, unless the stock shoots straight up, I will be buying some more ARK. So those are the moves I'm making. I will continue to buy these stocks, and I will continue to buy ARK if it's trading lower Monday. So Gevo has earnings coming out after the bell on the 9th, on Monday. Now, let's get one of the questions out of the way first. How do I think the stock is going to trade after earnings? Or honestly, like in this market, I have no idea. We are in a market so ruled by fear and uncertainty and by chaos that I have no idea. Like, Gevo could come out with some fantastic earnings and the stock could plummet 20%. Gevo could come out with some mediocre earnings and the stock could plummet 20%. The stock could raise 20% on mediocre earnings. I have no idea in this market. Like, we're in a market where is it? Facebook. I made a few videos on Facebook recently. Facebook's earnings were, I would say, B minus. Like, they were good, but they were good based on some, let's be honest, some lowered expectations. They had the slowest growth by many metrics. And honestly, yeah, they did okay, which from a growth stock is not good at all. But the stock rose like 16% after earnings. We are also in a market where Revolve reported, and I made a recent video on this, fantastic earnings. Like, their earnings were great. You should go check them out. And their stock, since earnings, has dropped like 24%. So we're in that kind of market. So as far as what I think Gevo stock is going to do, like, I'll be very, like, as a shareholder, I'll be very happy to see this thing go up after earnings. But I'm prepared to see this stock trade down 15-20%. Like I said, hope it won't happen. But if it does, like, I'm bracing for it. And especially in a market like this where, like, it is exceptionally rough with things going on with with the Fed raising interest rates and inflation going crazy. Like, stocks like Gevo, companies like Gevo, who, let's be honest, are not making money now, they're they're going to be the first to get their heads chopped off. If Gevo reports, subpar earnings. Now, as far as analyst expectations for this quarter's earnings, they have an average, which consists of two analysts, but whatever, an average of 110K. Now, first reaction I get out of this is that I'm finally glad to see these analysts' expectations coming a little bit down to earth because here. Where do I have it? Let's take a look at last quarter's expectations. Analysts had expected Gevo to report 407K earnings last quarter. And I want to know where exactly they expected those earnings to come from, because Gevo was not making money. Their Laverna facility has, until recently, been shut down. And even after it brought back up, it's not bringing in revenue. And the revenue is not expected to come in until, or even start until later this year, once the RNG plant goes online and they start selling the RNG to BP. Now, once that happens, yeah, we should start expecting, like, at the end of 2022, beginning of 2023, yeah, at that point, we need to have some expectations. But in last quarter, yeah, I don't understand where that number even came from. But anyways, back to now, they expect analysts to come in at 110K. Now, is Gevo going to make this? I hope so, because it would be nice to see Gevo make at least one earnings, because they've missed all the others. They've missed almost all of them. But, I mean, I'm not really focused on this right now. At least not right now. Now, come 2023, yes, this will be these earnings, these estimates will be very important. But as far as this earnings goes, I have other things that I will be focusing on, and we're going to get into those right now. The main thing I want to see come out of Gevo's earnings is this right here. I mentioned this earlier, the RNG plant. That this right here is the first thing that's going to be making Gevo money. Now, we all know that in 2025 now, it used to be 2024, the net zero plant will come online, and that's when Gevo is supposed to make their real money, with the take-or-pay contracts that have been signed by high-profile customers such as Delta, SAS, Trafigura, like a lot of different big customers. But until then, we got this to go on, and this is the main thing that I want to hear, in these earnings on Monday, is the RNG plant, right, is expected to be online in 2Q this year. Last I heard from the news is that they were bringing it up since, I think, January. So yes, I just want to see. I just want to hear this, business as usual. I just want to make sure that there aren't any delays, because as of this PDF, this says January, but if you look at Gevo's page, this is dated March. So yeah, as of this, it's expected to come online. It's expected to be completed on time and in budget. So I expect nothing to change. And as long as that happens and everything's on track, then I have nothing to worry about. I will be fine in the short term. Their net zero plant, the thing that is supposed to really be making in the money, was originally expected to be operating in 2024. Last quarter, they delayed it until 2025. Now, I said this in my last Gevo video, one of my last Gevo videos, and that they had a really good explanation for it. Apparently, they're changing to pure SAFs instead of isobutanol and blah, blah, blah. They had a good reason for it. So, the delay to 2025, okay, fair enough. But now that that's done, I hope that they report in this earnings no more delays, and I hope they continue to report that. But yeah, that is those are the only things that I am really looking for in this next earnings, and obviously, like, no negative surprises. So to wrap things up, how will I be investing in Gevo based on what happens Monday? Well, as I've said in my latest previous Gevo videos, my position in this company is done. I have 1,200 shares, and that is an amount I am comfortable putting in and leaving in. I don't plan on adding any more shares to Gevo. Now, I don't plan on adding any more shares to Gevo if the stock drops 20% or raises 20%. Because honestly, I feel I have enough money in the stock that I'm ready to ride whatever happens. And not only that, but there are other companies that, because I have a limited amount of capital. I don't have all the money in the world. I haven't yet discovered that cheat code. So I have to really choose where I put my money. And honestly, Palantir has earnings on the same day. I don't remember if they're before the bell or after the bell, but Palantir has earnings the same day. And in Palantir stock, now Palantir is a company that is making money, that is making a lot of money, and is very close to profitability. And as a matter of fact, if you take out the stock-based compensation, like on an operating basis, they are profitable. So if they report great earnings and the stock drops 20%, yeah, I'm going to be focusing my money into Palantir. But yeah, as far as Gevo, yeah, I'm not buying anything. I'm not selling anything. I'm just going to sit there, ride the wave. Now, if Gevo reports fantastic earnings, like beautiful A-plus earnings that, that surpass even this for some strange reason, and the stock drops, okay, we might want to talk. We might want to talk then. But unless that happens, I'm comfortable with leaving things as they are. But anyways, take care, have a great day, and eat your vegetables.